2, 3, test.
And 1.
Group 8, you may begin. Audio jump. Audio jungle.
You're tuned to TWR on 88 FM, first for news in Asia. News at the top of the hour, every hour.
It was one of the key elements of Donald Trump's presidential campaign, getting the U.S. out of the disaster that was the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Those were the words of Donald Trump at the time. So why is he now considering getting back? That's coming up.
Later, the upcoming visit between Mr. Trump and Mr. Abe. What does it all mean for Taiwan? That's coming up later in the show. Time for a commercial break.
Ba 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 na na ba 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 na na ba 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 na na banana milk. Super Cow Banana Milk, rich in calcium, full of tasty goodness. Treat your kids to Super Cow Banana Milk today. Banana milk. Welcome back. You are tuned to TWR on 88 FM. On the campaign trail, Donald Trump called the Trans-Pacific Partnership a disaster. Now, Mr. Trump says that the U.S. might re-enter this multinational trade deal. He just told his advisors to take a fresh look at the TPP as it's known. TWR's Ray Ling, Sheldon Shade, and Vicky Chen are joining now from Tokyo to try to find out why. So why? Why is Mr. Trump reassessing this, which was one of his priorities?
Absolutely, Jessica. We railed against this. Throughout the entire presidential campaign, he said that TPP was continually a rip on the country. He hated it. His first week in office, he took the U.S. out, and now he is thinking, let's have another look at that. But he does not want a better deal, he says. So, why are we looking at this now? Well, the China-U.S. tariff disagreement is definitely a factor at play. We had market turmoil for 2 weeks now. And politically, Trump is under a lot of pressure from farm state Republicans who are worried about how China's tariff could really hit the agriculture sector.
Thank you, Ray. Charlene, what do you make of the timing of this?
Well, Jessica, the timing here is very interesting because Donald Trump is due to meet with the Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe, next week in the U.S. And trade was certainly going to be a big topic on the agenda. Now, trade has been an issue because Trump wants bilateral deals, Japan doesn't. Japan has long said it does not want a bilateral deal with the U.S. A multilateral deal like TPP, fine. So perhaps this is showing us that Trump is willing to bring this up in the conversation with Japan next week. Jessica?
Thank you, Charlene. Vicky, tell me about this idea of getting a better deal. Mr. Trump says he will only rejoin the TPP if he gets a much better deal than the original one. The other countries since then have moved on without the U.S. So is it still possible to negotiate?
I think it is. I mean, it's quite weird to ask to join a club and at the same time say, oh, can I change the rules? Which is essentially what he's doing here. It is 11th hour, the deal is signed. It is in the process of being ratified. Let's say, Japan came out today and say they will welcome the US back to the table. And you know what? You can see why. Because without America, the TPP as a bloc represents 14% of global GDP. With America, it represents 40%, a much more powerful trade power that could really rival China. The question is, what is it that Trump will want? That it's new or different in the existing deal? And, you know, that really remains to be seen. There's a lot of discussion about whether it could be similar with NAFTA. He wants to make sure that American cars are protected, that cars with no tariffs heading into America have a certain percentage of American-made components in them. We could see some protectionist measures like that being discussed But, currently it is all very theoretical. He is only asking to look into the possibility of the renegotiation.
Yes, absolutely. Vicky Chen, thank you. And thank you to Red Ling and Shannon Shea. Later, more on that upcoming visit between Mr. Trump and Mr. Abe. How will it affect Taiwan? Join us on the other side of the break. First, commercial break.